Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out there? Make sure my mic's good on here. Somebody at least leave me a comment. Let me know. You guys, this is OVCM Monday Night Live. This is Monday, right? I'm pretty sure it is. We're here talking about Operation Epic Fury. Got a thumbs up here in the chat. Okay, good job. But yeah, we're talking about Operation Epic Fury here tonight. And there's a lot going on in the Middle Eastern theater. It's kind of wild. Just man, we got 17 tankers in the air right now. 17 tankers heading over to the Middle East. Let's see if we can pull up flight radar. Let me see if I can get that pulled up here. Let's see how we do here. Let me get this pulled up. Flight radar, real-time live tracker. Try 7 days for free. Well, do I really have to create an account to use it? Okay. Let's see. We're going to switch over here. I'm going to switch over here to this section. Let's see if we can screen share this. Y'all let me know if this screen share works, okay? Hi. How you doing, Sam? Let's see if the screen share works. Man, you see everything they're doing to hide the Epstein files, you guys? This shit's crazy. Shoot. I'm just fucking with y'all. Let's see here. Okay, can y'all see this? Leave a comment. Let me know. Okay. I'm trying to screen share this. There's a lot of planes in the air. Let's see. Let's go to Dubai. Here's the #1 flight right here in the world being tracked. It's Atlas Air. Okay. So here we are. That's going to be the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, there's the Persian Gulf. Right there's Kuwait, where the fighter jets were shot down last night or this morning. Okay, you can see my cursor here. Let me check back on the chat. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? I have a black screen. Oh shit. Okay, let me try it again. Let's see. Stop sharing. Okay. You see it? Do you see it now? There it is. Okay. Okay. So am I good now? Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if y'all can see me. Okay, but you saw it. Okay. Let's see. How about now? I'm switched over to it. Look, we just gonna move on from the screen if we can't get it to work, okay? But Operation Epic Midnight is turning into a new phase tonight, okay? So we're going into a new phase for Operation Midnight, and there's 17 tankers flying across the Atlantic Ocean right now, and it's getting pretty wild. So so I'm gonna share the screen again. Let me do this. We're going to flight radar, real time. This is that I want to share right here. Okay. Now, if you guys can see it, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Now, we're looking for all of our U.S. Army flights. We're looking for U.S. Army or Air Force. I don't know if it's going to come up like that. Add coverage, overview, aviation data, airlines. Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong time. Okay. We're going to stay on this screen. Okay. We're going to come back to this screen. I don't know what the hell's going on. I tried, you guys. I'm putting too much thought into it. But yeah, Operation Midnight's rolling into a new phase. We shot down 3 of our own jets yesterday, and that was pretty wild to see because I was like, damn, dude, like it's really getting batshit fucking crazy over there. It's just, man. I'm glad all 3 pilots were recovered safely. Now, the thing about this operation is I don't want to see us in a turkey shoot with Iran. Okay, we got like a really, from my picture, my standpoint, we got a limited viewpoint. I mean, not a limited viewpoint. A limited window. Yes, and you're right, Sam. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You're right. Okay, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want Operation Epic Fury to turn into Operation Epic Failure. Okay, and you know, it just, I want them to have a plan for this. And I hope that they really thought this through. I hope they didn't think Iran was just going to cave overnight, because Iran already had experience in 2025. They was, they didn't do too much. We was able to suppress the air defense and the Air Force, kind of like now. But tonight, you're going to see the United States kind of transfer in to more of a long-term campaign. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Kentucky Conjure. You're right. We can't afford to pay for wars too. And oil's going up. So I'm here to tell you, this is why I wanted to hop on, really, because I wanted to let you guys know I'm doing you a favor. Okay. Get your gas tonight. If you didn't get it tonight, I'm sorry. Okay. Like you had a chance to last night. You should have got it tonight. It's going to be pretty expensive. It's already up to $3. We had it at $2.33 for quite a while. That was lovely. $2.33. Boy, tell you what, I was loving that shit. I was loving it. Filling the truck up for like 45, $50, man. Whew. Those days just went by just like that. 3 F-15s shot down overnight. That's just, I saw someone post on Twitter earlier. They said, actually, all the money that Doge has claimed they saved, we just lost on F-15 fighters. And the F-15 was undefeated in air-to-air combat, but I guess Kuwait wanted to get on the scoreboard. Shot down 3 of them. Those boys were cooking. They was in that damn room. They was like, I got the target lock, sir. It's another Shaheed. Ah! Just damn. But I'm glad the pilots were recovered safely. Now, we did lose 6 defenders in this war. Now, yeah, we're definitely not getting our Doge stimulus, dude. The stimulus was, I just love how during the beginning part of this administration, it was like, I'm going to give you guys no tax refunds, a stimulus check. I ain't heard shit about it yet, but yeah, we're definitely not getting it now. Man, I'm telling you, if this thing rolls into week 3, I'm going to be very concerned. Okay. I'm not trying to underestimate Iran or anything, but hopefully this is a swift and forceful operation and we don't have to play around with these guys too long. Okay. Man, I just hope that they do this right. Okay, that's why I wanted to come on here tonight. I want to tell you guys, I just hope and pray that they do this right. Iran says a lick of oil is not going to leave the Gulf, the Persian Gulf or the Strait of Hormuz at all. Said it's not going to leave at all. So we took out 11 ships. I don't know if that's the total of the Iranian Navy. I'm going to let's get on Wikipedia. Let's do some research here. Let's try to share screen one more time, people. Let's try it one more time. Let's get on Wikipedia here, and let's do this. Go on share screen. Okay, now let's see. Well, let's just do Iranian Navy. Okay, Islamic Republic of Iran. Let's see. Fleet consists of 20 fast attack craft, 7 frigates, 5 corvettes, 31 amphibious assault ships. Let's see. This is the Iranian Navy. So we took out 11 ships, is all CENTCOM said. I don't have a list on which ones. I'll have to try to find some. Let's see here. Let me go back to stop sharing here. Okay, did it work? Did you guys see that? Was y'all able to see the screen share? Let me know in the chat, okay? If you're new watching this, subscribe, okay? Didn't come on here for nothing. I'm out of breath. I'm playing. But you guys, this is a very complex operation, and it's just funny because Iran's been shooting at everybody, and I would think your last thing you'd want to do is drag everybody down to hell with you. But I guess they thought that was going to work for them because now everybody wants to jump in. Now, okay, you couldn't see it that time. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I guess the screen share don't work on this. I don't know what's going on. But you guys, to be honest with you, I really like I said, I want this to be a swift, easy operate, not easy. Just I want it to be swift. Okay. I want it to be forceful and swift. I just think it's important that we have a plan. I don't think it's good that they're backtracking. Like, well, regime change is not our goal here. Well, it seems like regime change was your goal because we shot thousands of missiles in there as soon as Israel went for the gusto. I think Iran and Israel have already kept it between themselves pretty good. Um, but man, it's going to get pretty interesting tonight. So that's what I'm gonna be watching tonight, seeing how interesting it gets. Like I said, get some gas. Um, we're really just kind of watching engagements all over the place. U.S. bases are getting hit. There was a base in Bahrain that got hit. There's bases in Iraq that are getting hit, and pretty much this motherfucker is just cooking off, and it just keeps cooking off. And more people are getting involved. More people are wanting to coordinate things. So it's going to be a pretty long night for any of the generals and people in Iran. I don't know what time it is in Iran, but let me check real quick. If anybody knows, just drop it in the chat. You probably pull it up a little bit quicker than I can. Let's see. Time in Iran. 5 a.m. So, um, to be honest with you, I think there's going to be like nighttime strikes, probably early morning. So we're probably looking at a time window of tomorrow, or maybe if it's not tomorrow, I would think late Thursday night going into Friday. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, Sam. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, yeah. It's always 2 weeks with Trump. He don't know what the fuck shit's going on. It's always 2 weeks with him. It's going to take them another 2 weeks, probably, Sam, to get ready to respond to the embassy being bombed. It's, yeah. Tag me in there. I'm gonna look it up. I'd share my ex feed on here, but it's not letting me. But ma'am, it is really. Dubai was getting struck just a couple hours ago. Iran was launching a massive assault down on Dubai. And I think it's funny. People, I'm hearing a lot of people say we're out of air defense interceptors, and Qatar is like, well, we got plenty. And just, it's going to take a lot of air defense interceptors if we don't get to those missiles in time, is why I wanted to come on here. And that's what I was trying to say. If we don't get to those missiles in time, then we're going to be shooting every air defense interceptor because Iran already has thousands of missiles. And what you don't want to see is you don't want to see Iran take this pummeling, this bombardment, and find a way to survive it. Because if they can find a way to survive this bombardment, then we're really in for the long haul. Because then we really have to start hunting some shit down. We were just kind of we're rolling the dice. We're hoping that they're stupid enough to take the bait and just keep firing missiles and firing missiles. But to be honest with you, they lost so many missiles during the last battle with Israel during their 12-day war. Um, I really think they might have learned something, to be honest with you. They might have learned a little something. And that's what we're hoping. That's what I'm hoping against. I'm hoping we ain't gotta fuck around and find out. That's what I'm hoping. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. So Trump says response is coming soon. I hope there is a response coming soon. But really, I don't know. There shouldn't have to be a response. Is what I'm trying to say. We should have already been like fully prepared for this. There should have been nobody over there. We should have. I don't know. It's just sad. Six people lost their lives. I know. But Trump does what he wants. Nobody resists. I guess. I don't know. I'm not blaming him for this. This is me personally. I wanted to, I wanted justice for the Iranian people, but if it's going to come at the cost of thousands of our guys too, it's probably not even. Mm. Yeah, Sam, it's hard. That's why I wanted to come on here because man, there's a lot of information going out right now. I mean, people are saying drones are falling out the sky left and right, and I mean drones are falling out the sky left and right. That's what I'm. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, man, it's been pretty busy over there. The airspace is pretty busy. I don't know if these are just memes I'm seeing or if there's actual pilots trying to attempt to fly through the airspace, but you should not attempt to fly through the airspace at all. Okay. I don't care how good at flying you are. These missiles move at over 2,000 miles an hour. Do not go through the airspace. I don't even think Spirit Airlines would do that. I mean, which airline's doing that? Is the homeland at risk? I don't, I don't want to speak like that, to be honest with you. I don't want to like speak something into existence. I don't know. Just, I think it's important to not let this thing brew. Does that make sense? Do not let this thing brew. Do not let, I don't know. Don't let this thing get out of hand to the point to where you're bombing the hell out the place like Israel was bombing the hell out of Gaza. And then the public forms an opinion about this war, and it's a horrible opinion. But we got service members over there doing their jobs, taking bullets. But at home, we got a horrible taste in our mouth. That's what we don't need it to turn into. We need it to be a swift, quick operation. Hopefully, we're able to disable their missile forces, and that's what I think's coming. Um, a bunch of nuclear sites have been hit, a bunch of different facilities have been hit, but really the game has to change. We almost have to we have to wipe every facility that we think they have off the face of the earth. And it's going to be a long campaign, a lot of bombs for that. Um Man, I just think the Chinese are probably watching and they're like, okay, if the Americans get past 2 weeks, they're fucking bought in, they're fully bought in. We fucking got them. We fucking got the Americans. We're gonna move on Taiwan right here in the winter of 2026, 2027. Fuck it. We'll go 2027. Actually, forget it. We'll do it right after Olympics, right after 2028. Trump will be celebrating the Olympics. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, the U.S. embassy should be empty, man. Back to the homeland. I really, it just you can't let the public get an opinion on this. I don't know. You know how people felt about Gaza and stuff, and we all had felt a certain way. And I just hope we don't see the same thing happen in Iran because eventually, we're going to bomb every target, and if they're still shooting missiles, then we're going to be in a situation where it's like, okay, well, now we just burn the whole place to the ground, and Trump and them will probably do that. They'll probably do that. Sleeper cells. I mean, you'll probably see some crazy stuff happen. There's always an opportunity for crazy stuff to happen in war. I wouldn't take any chances, to be honest with you. I'd just keep your eyes peeled. And our stock is not endless. You're right. It's not endless. And what's going to happen is that's something else. You don't want Iran to like deplete your stocks and then and then they're like, okay, well now we're going to a war industry, which is going to raise cost, raise prices of supplies, and oh my gosh, Sam. Oh gosh, dude. I'm just thinking about all of it because oil's going up, man. Oil's going up, and if Iran figures out a way to actually restrict trade through the Strait of Hormuz, if they find a way to actually do it, um, with force instead of just talking about it, then we're really in a situation because it's going to take years to fix that problem. It's probably going to cost a couple ships too. So just You don't want this situation to get real dense. You want to be able to use your shock and awe to catch Iran off guard. You don't want them to keep their missile stockpiles buried and untouched and bomb them for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, they're like, haha, I got you, motherfuckers. We still got 100,000 left. I don't know, man. You need to be able to get this shit, and we need to be able to get it now. We need to take their capabilities, cut off any supply lines. Just, I don't know. You took out their leader. I mean, finish the damn job. Let's see. It's Joe Ever. Let's see. I can't get over U.S. press openly telling people to rise against their own government. So wild. Like, I get behind the scenes, but to say it out loud is wild. Yeah, it is wild, man. Trump says a lot of wild stuff. He I think in a way it helps certain situations, but in another way, it's like, damn, dude, like, can you just shut your fucking mouth, please? Can you please just shut up for 10 minutes? I don't know. I just, and I don't know. Marco Rubio, I used to think he has a hard job, but at the same time, I just thinking like, really, if Marco really viewed them as crazy as we did, I really don't think he would be still speaking on their behalf. I don't think he would have accepted the position because I feel like Marco's just kind of chilling there now, and he's just like, "Yep, that's what the big man said. Yep, we're gonna go with it. It was a good idea." I think he's like fully bought in. I think in a way, I think sometimes he does a good job, but I don't think he really knows what to say about this situation. To be honest with you, I think he's honestly speechless. I think he is speechless. It just, I don't know, man. I got a lot of fucking different things to say. You worry about sleeper cells. There's always an opportunity for, I think that's the most important thing. That's why timeline matters to me, because we gotta be able to keep our element of surprise so they don't organize. Because once they start organizing, I mean, then it turns into a real war. Then it's going to turn into, okay, well, I don't know. What happens if Iran pulls a fucking Ukraine? Everybody's like, well, actually, we fucking like our country, and we don't want the U.S. to keep bombing it. I don't know. What are they organizers? I don't know. This man, just all different type of scenarios going on in my head. I just don't want to get trapped, because if you watch the engagements with the Houthis are smart. I don't know if you guys watch Yemen and everything, but Saudi Arabia tried to bomb the hell out of Yemen, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. Okay. I mean, it worked in some areas, but overall their campaign didn't work. Houthis still rule Yemen, and that's just the way it is right now. So, but we tried to go over there. We blew up a bunch of their shit, but those motherfuckers were almost shooting down our planes, dude. They was like, yeah, man, they probably ain't had a radar lock on them for real in so long. That just, I don't know. Every engagement's different. I'm not trying to say ain't nobody getting no real engagements, but man, that probably was pretty interesting down there in Yemen. I bet they didn't expect. I bet some people didn't expect what they went through down there. Not our professional soldiers who are trained, just the people who probably the government people who are planning this out and like, yeah, we're gonna send our troops down there. They'll take care of it. They probably wasn't expecting such a tense engagement. But the commanders, yes, they probably was. The Houthis are a very coordinated force, and I do not want any part of it. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do over there in Yemen, and leave them out of whatever the fuck you got going on. Okay. They will make their statement. Okay. They do not, they are a very organized force, very organized. Let's see. Our stock isn't endless. Yeah, we talked about that. Let's see. I'm just reading through your comments here. Imagine if China said that about us. Yeah. If Hey, you guys, don't forget to check the live chat when you go back and watch this. But yeah, if China said that about us, Sam, I'd be on here doing the same thing I'm doing now. I'd be bitching. I'd be on here. I'd be like, dude, this this is bullshit. You know, even though I don't agree with Donald Trump, everything he says, China's not going to sit here and be like, "Hey, we're gonna take your leader." Like, motherfucker, that's my leader. I decide who comes and goes around here. That's my leader. I don't know. Yeah, just that's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't imagine China saying something like that. But China is saying stuff like that about Taiwan, which is why we need to be very careful. We cannot afford to deplete our stocks. We cannot afford to turn a blind eye to everything that goes on in the West Pacific either. We just can't afford it. Okay. It's not feasible to throw everything we got at Iran, even put boots on the ground. It's not feasible. And then worry about China. And the thing is, China can handle multiple. We're set up to handle multiple fronts, and I think we are capable of doing that. But you just war is a mental game, and we have to be good at that. Also, we have to be able to have the support of our people here, and it has to be for good cause too, because you need the support of your soldiers as well. Um, Shit, we already got people fucking getting arrested over in Indiana, right across the bridge, for helping the damn Chinese acquire fucking training techniques for the F-35. So, for all the people who were saying defund the FBI in 2024, that's what the FBI is for. Locking up treasonous bastards like that, because that's crazy, man. And that's just what we can't afford to. I don't know. You can't afford to get tied up with nobody in 2026. Just when you make a move, you better make the right move, and it just better be forceful and swift. Anything else you guys want to drop in the chat before I hop off here? I'm about to go get some food for dinner. Anything else y'all can think of? This is OVCM Monday Night Live, talking about Operation Epic Freedom. Man, for my closing notes, I was gonna say, I remember during the campaigning season, that was like, man, we don't want to do these forever wars. They just want to do forever wars. And here we are. And what I hope is that we're not getting drugged into another forever war. Because Trump's over here talking about possibly putting boots on the ground. This is very this whole situation is rapidly evolving. We got 17 tankers I counted going across the ocean. We tried to do screen share earlier. It didn't work. So I'll keep testing it out. Okay. So if y'all see a test video come across, don't watch it. Okay. I'll be on here doing stupid shit, testing it out, trying to get the screen share to work. If anybody knows any tips or anything, let me know in the comments in the video. Give this thing a like and subscribe. But yeah, I wanted to hop on here tonight and just kind of chit chat with you guys about this operation, kind of what we're seeing out there. A lot of things are going to be evolving over the next couple days. So I hope this thing doesn't turn into boots on the ground or something crazy like that. But man, for all the people who preach about freedom, and you can watch all my other past videos, it's all we preach about on here is freedom. For all the people who preach about freedom, I believe the Iranian people went out there and tried to at least get some freedom, at least protest against some things for some reform. They tried to protest for some changes, and the reports I was seeing ever since those protests were that 15,000 to 25,000 people were killed out in the streets. And, I know security cracks down on them, but god darn, security's cracking down that hard, then really there's nothing else that has to be said. I mean, if Iran's that comfortable with just murdering people out in the streets, then some type of justice is going to have to be served. So hopefully, with Operation Epic Freedom, some type of justice can be served. But other than that, um, just pray for our defenders out there. Pray for our soldiers. Pray for our troops. There's a lot of dangerous engagements going on in the Middle East right now, and hopefully nobody else has to get hurt other than the son of a bitches who authorized all the murdering and killing in the streets of Tehran. So, other than those guys, hopefully everybody else is able to stay safe. Hopefully, you guys stay safe and stay tuned to the briefings. We'll have more updates. You can post directly into the briefings. You can post to the big board, okay? Just click my community when you view the channel, and you can post right in the channel. Okay, so it was great being here with you guys. I appreciate y'all coming out and saying hello. It was great talking with y'all. Give this video a like, give it a subscribe, and I'll chat with y'all here in the near future. See you soon.